No matter how hard we try to avoid accidents or insurance scams, we can't control the actions of others, whether it's another driver making a reckless move or a pedestrian suddenly stepping into traffic. In just a split second, a normal drive can turn into a serious problem, and without evidence, the truth can easily be twisted. That's why a dashcam is no longer just a gadget, but a vital tool that protects you by showing exactly what really happened. As we all know, the dashcam market is huge and choosing the right one has become a real headache. That's why in this episode I'll show you why I personally prefer using 4K dashcams integrated into the mirror housing instead of traditional universal dashcams. The product that I will install and review in this video is sold by the company Mercylion. To order a dashcam, you just click the link I added in the description and browse for your car model. In my case, that is a Mercedes ML250. If you're not sure about compatibility, take a photo of the mirror housing on your car and send it to them by email and they will help identify the right product. Then you choose between the available packages. You have the 2K front, 4K front and 4K front plus 2K rear options. The product I'm presenting is the 4K front version. As for rear cameras, I have many tutorials on my channel showing the installation method. The price obviously varies depending on the option you choose, but I want you to know that during Christmas you benefit from an amazing 25% discount using the discount code Merry Christmas, and after that you can use the code DIY10 for a 10% discount. You also have multiple color options available depending on your preferences. I chose to keep the black version just like the OEM mirror housing. Inside the box we have the following: a 64GB microSD card. The recordings are overwritten, so this is more than enough. Mercylion also has a very cool promotional campaign through which buyers who post videos on their social media accounts can receive an amount between $10 and $50 depending on engagement. This is the first time I've seen such an offer. Of course, we have a user manual with more information and instructions, nothing too complicated, especially if you watch this video until the end. And here is the housing together with the camera. It is equipped with many ventilation grills to prevent overheating during the summer. On the front side we have the camera lens protected by a sticker. I won't remove it until the final installation to avoid scratching it by accident. On the side we have a push to open slot for the card, and on the opposite side we have a power button, one for capture and an LED that indicates the camera status. Next we have a flash drive adapter for the microSD card in case you want to download the recordings to a PC. Don't worry, you can also download the recordings directly to your phone from the app. You also get a plastic trim removal tool, very useful for removing the original housing. Then we have this adapter cable to power the camera from the rain sensor. We only need to use 3 of these connectors. 2 are probably for different slots depending on what you find on your Mercedes. If you also want to benefit from parking mode, you will of course need a hardwire kit as with any dashcam, because the rain sensor is powered only when the ignition is on. What I like most about this hardwire kit is that it already has 2 fuses applied, so there's no need to solder fuse adapters, everything is plug and play. Let me show you how simple it is to install a camera integrated into the rear view mirror housing. I'll be doing the installation on my car, a Mercedes ML250. I already have a set of universal cameras installed, but honestly I couldn't wait to get rid of them because they are very bulky and unattractive, plus you can see the wiring going to the headliner. First I take the trim removal tool and remove the trim from the upper part. Then I pull down the lower housing and reposition the mirror to make enough space. And that's all for this assembly. I didn't break any clips, and even if I did, the camera comes with its own housing identical to the OEM one. Then I remove this blue connector from the upper right side that powers the rain sensor. Now we take the wiring harness from the box, find the matching socket and plug in the blue connector. I take the camera and connect the power cable. I take the connector from the opposite side of the wiring harness and insert it where the original blue connector was. Try to push as much of the excess wiring as possible into the opening in the headliner, otherwise it will be harder to secure the housing with the camera. Bring the housing into position with the clips and push it toward the windshield to secure it. Now I'll lower the housing slightly from the top, insert and clip the upper trim, then clip the housing back over the trim. And that was it. I don't know how it looks to you, but to me everything looks OEM, whereas the old front camera stood out a lot. Let's see how to use the app. First, enable Wi-Fi and location, then install the Lucky Cam app from the App Store or Play Store. Open the app and accept the terms and conditions. Turn on the ignition and connect to the Wi-Fi network emitted by the camera. Obviously, the network whose name starts with Mercylion is the dashcams network. The default password is from 1 to 8. Return to the app, allow location access, and you already have access to the live view. You can rotate the screen if you want a full screen image. In the bottom right corner, you have the settings menu. You can change the resolution, adjust loop recording duration, enable or disable the microphone, change the Wi-Fi password, and much more. We return to the main menu, and at the bottom center we have a folder with the video or photo files. You can of course view, download, or even share the video clips. Let's see the footage recorded with this dashcam both at night and during the day. Alright guys, as someone who has installed and tested dozens of dashcams from low budget models to premium ones, I can say with certainty that this camera delivers very good footage. As for universal cameras, it drives me crazy to see ugly cables hanging down from under the headliner. Universal cameras are bulky, obstruct visibility, and I honestly don't understand why they need a display. With the Mercylion camera, everything is done directly from the app, and honestly, why would I need to see the footage in real time on a display when it's too small to distinguish much anyway? I won't lie to you, some premium universal dashcams offer slightly better video quality, but of course we're talking about a completely different price, and let's be serious, I don't need a dashcam to shoot Hollywood movies. What matters to me most is that it integrates perfectly into the car's interior, doesn't stand out, and helps me exactly when I need it. As a final conclusion, I am a big fan of dashcams integrated into the mirror housing. My personal opinion is that the Mercylion camera has a fair price, an OEM look, it's almost impossible to detect, and delivers very good video quality. I recommend it with full confidence. I hope this installation tutorial and review has helped you choose the right dashcam for your car. don't forget to reward the effort I put into making this video with a simple tap on like, comment and subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it means a lot for the channel. Until next time, I wish you all the best. Goodbye.